Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89, where we've had some very good news. I'm very happy. There was a lot of conjecture and speculation over the last few days about the fate of Wonder Woman 1984. With the whole evil virus and the whole world ending and everything, um, there was talk that, well, initially the assumption was they would move the film, but there was talk with HBO Max premiering in May, and with no new content because the new content they were working on apparently all being bowled over by the virus. They were going to push Wonder Woman 1984 for a day and date video on demand, whatever, digital release with HBO Max to try and boost HBO Max's sales and their big launch, because they've got nothing to launch with apparently, because the Snyder Cut was that, and this was amazing too. That apparently we're going to finish the Snyder Cut and actually spend money on the effects and everything and give it finish it off so it's its own film, which makes sense because you're paying a small amount to do some special effects, and you basically get a whole new film pretty much the way you can market it and launch it. So they were going to do that. Apparently that's put on hold because they had to stop work on that. Like a lot of other things are on hold, but Wonder Woman, there was a lot of conjecture, and Grace Randolph did a very scary video where she put forward a very good case for why they would want to put Wonder Woman into a video on demand streaming and help launch HBO and focus on their streaming and not theatrical runs. So I watched her video and I thought, damn, maybe they're going to do that. Maybe she knows something. And I was like, no, I've wanted to see Wonder Woman on the big screen my whole life. The first film was the origin film with the Nazis, which I hate the Nazis and I hate the whole. I want a contemporary aesthetic, and the 80s is close enough for me. So I'm just really excited for this film. I knew when they did the first film, the next film would jump, and I was just watching the first film, waiting for the second film. And it has been announced it's going to be released August 14. So we only have to wait a couple of months. It's just been delayed. They have faith the world is going to survive and there will be people alive, not just zombies, because zombies don't pay. People will actually pay to go see this film, and it may be part of a big resurgence of people coming out of their caves and going to see Wonder Woman and coming out of their quarantine. So I'm very happy, I'm very excited, because I was scared it was going to go and just be lost and just be this sad little, it couldn't make it, a female action film couldn't make it, so they had to just stream it. Because that's the way some people would spin it. They forget about the whole, global pandemic part, and say Wonder Woman, didn't warrant a sequel and all this sort of crap. I want it to have a sequel. I want it to do better than the original. I want Wonder Woman to kick ass, and I want more Wonder Woman because I love Gal Gadot. I love strong women, and I mean, this was my big find the other week. Wonder Woman 77. I love the original. I was sort of there for it. I saw it in reruns, not knowing it was old. Grew up watching it, and then I saw it on Foxtel, which was great. One of the reasons to get Foxtel, which, if you're not in Australia, was our cable service. I owned the cable service for a while. I had it for a while, and one of the great perks was they had Wonder Woman. It was the first time I'd seen it since I was a kid. So I'm very excited to have this Wonder Woman on the screen, because I know it's not Linda Carter, but it's the 80s one, and the show, I think of it as an 80s show because I saw it after it was out in the 70s. So I'm just really excited. Now everything else is a bit of a mess. The reason why they were able to do this is because it's easier to shuffle your own dates around than try and make new ones. So they sadly are sacrificing James Wan's new horror movie Malignant, because apparently it screened really badly, and he's normally does really well, but apparently he's missed the bar with this one, and they're quite happy to just shove that off into a dark corner somewhere and release it some other date and not give it that big date in August. So they're giving that to Wonder Woman, and a few other things are shuffled around now. A lot of people now are wondering when is Black Widow going to happen, because it was supposed to be May and they moved it, but they haven't given it a date. So will they try and compete with Wonder Woman? Will they release it the same weekend as Wonder Woman? They got nothing else on that weekend. Do they do it the fortnight before and try and usurp her, or do they wait until she's out of the room and then release it afterwards? I think originally it was supposed to be released afterwards. I don't know. Wonder Woman's date has changed twice, so a lot of things have moved. There's not a lot in August. There's Peter Rabbit, which was moved. There's Bill and Ted's Face the Music, Infinite. What's the other one? Some Bodyguard, Hitman's Bodyguard, or something, sequel. I didn't even hear of the original one. So it's not a lot. A lot of things have been moved. Suicide Squad, Batman, they're filming. They can't finish. You know, they're stuck. They have to wait. Minions wasn't finished. There's a lot. Everything is being moved around and thrown around. But Wonder Woman will survive. She will prevail. She's going to stand up amongst it all, proud, and, you know, succeed. And I can't wait to see it. I will be there. I will be seeing it multiple times. Assuming it doesn't suck the first time. But how can it suck? It's Wonder Woman in the 80s. I mean, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to end off on a happy note, because the next video I'm going to do isn't good. But, Wonder Woman, I can't wait. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and tell me how much you want to see Wonder Woman too, because everyone wants to see Wonder Woman.